Kithmas 992. I don't know if I like this intro. Intro's kind of trash. What's up, guys? Going on? Campout coming at you with a review. First and foremost, force field is your sneaker's best friend, obviously. I'm not going to do like an infomercial, not doing that. I'm just going to say that if you want to protect your suede, which we're about to get into tons of suede right now, this is the way I go. Your choice, but it hasn't failed me yet. Anyway, Kith 992, they dropped 3 shoes for Kithmas. It was a surprise drop. Email only to loyalists. It was a loyalist program, which means if you bought a New Balance before on the website, you'll most likely get a link. And so some of us did and some of us didn't. Some of us got some, whatever, it doesn't matter. But let's just kick it off. I was going to go in order of which one I like the most, but that's pretty fucking difficult. So I'll just grab one. This is the mint colorway. Let's kick this off. I'll do both. What I did was they came with red, they came with mint laces. I apologize. They came with mint laces. They're inside the shoe, inside here. We'll get into that momentarily. But what I did was I swapped out. I'm getting a lot of blue tones in here, and this is gray. Let me fix that. I think I cleaned it up a little bit. I won't know until I get into editing. But anyway, mint colorway. So they came with red lace or mint laces inside of the shoe already. I took the mint laces out only because I feel like showing you the other color variations was more important for the review. So that's what you got. Anyway, it's there's just something to be said about buttery, soft, pigskin suede, whatever. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of suede this is. I don't know if it's pigskin suede or calfskin suede. I'm not really sure what suede they use for New Balance, which I should probably look into. Anyway, it's super soft, super buttery. It's plush. It's just one of those things that you can just pet your shoe all day long if you really wanted to. Mesh on the toe box. If you guys remember, they came out with the other steel blue 992 earlier this year. I was able to obtain them. They did get stolen in the mail. It was like the height of the pandemic. They got dropped off. No one was there to get them. PO, whatever. So I'm still a little salty about that, but these are the last 3 of the year from Kith and New Balance, or just overall, it's the last 3 sneakers of the year. But the execution of the shoe is super clean, and I like the color variation across all 3 shoes. Again, mint, suede across the entire obvious suede areas, mesh in your obvious mesh areas, toe, lateral, medial. You have this pebbled suede nubuck kind of feel on the New Balance end, which is just a nice little textural hit. Very, very clean. I'm trying to get it as close as I possibly can so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because the distance didn't really help to show you the pebble inside there, so I get a little bit closer. Mesh again, mesh on the Achilles area, suede, buttery soft. Suede is just, it's ridiculous. Okay, so nubuck, suede, you can tell by the texture of the heel area and the texture of the Achilles area. 3M hits in the 992, the inside with nothing on it, and then Fieg across the back, Fieg across both backs. Plastic heel cup, counter, whatever you want to go with the New Balance inside of it. It's like a gel hit. Super clean. I like this thicker midsole. The 992 is super fire and super elusive. So very happy to be able to obtain these sneakers. So I have the red lace option in here. You can see that there's red suede on the upper part of the tongue, New Balance and Kith on the tongue in a 3M hit as well. Very, very well laid out. And also mesh on the bottom part of the tongue, suede and nubuck up the lace area. The shoe, just the execution it's mint. You guys know how I feel about the shoe already if you watch the channel. And then Kith on both of them and on both. I like the white laces in here. I also like the red laces in here. It's probably going to be a white winner for me. Well, the white laces are going to be the winner for me. I don't know where that phrase came from. But white laces will definitely be the winner for this pair, I think. Just an easy, clean white lace gang, as my friend Tone of my voice would say. Move these to the side, jump into the next pair in no specific order, like I said before. This is the red, I would just say straight up red pair. I don't really get burgundy vibes from this except for the mesh area, but that's only because it's mesh and it has different shades when you rotate it left and right. You can see it get a little bit darker as I roll it this way, a little bit lighter as you get the light on it, but it's really just red. Same deal, you got just plush suede across the entire, or nubuck across the entire upper. The differential here is, I don't know if it's purposely done, but from the one pair to the other, the heel cup area, this is a brush suede. This is more of a nubuck. I don't know if that was purposely done differently or not, but I'm just saying texturally there are differences in the sneakers as far as where certain textures are placed. This one would be nubuck across the entire shoe, which is a very clean aesthetic, so it's an easy wear. And by easy wear, I mean you throw white laces in here and you can wear this sneaker 24/7. White, black, gray, navy. You can wear this across the board with a lot of different different sneakers, or different you throw these on and you could wear this with a lot of different colors, basically any kind of pants. It's a winter sneaker, or a winter sneaker, I should say. 992 Fieg across here again, New Balance in the black this time on the heel cup plastic area. Gray tones, or kind of like a bone tone on the half tone of the outsole there, or the midsole, I should say. White, you have this little clear translucent. It's on both, but they're definitely textured differently on the shoes as well. So it's a cool little accent that they didn't do everything exactly the same and just swap out the uppers, which is obviously something you would hope for. But yeah, they definitely executed well. You have a white pebbled leather on this end. It's not even suede, it's leather on this end. So that's pretty dope too that they switched that up. And you'll notice here you have a white grommet. I feel like they tried to give you a little bit of color in each shoe in some way on the other. So this pebbled tongue that they used here is the same as the end that's on the other shoe, and the red coincides as well. Whereas when we get to the last shoe, you'll see that the mints coincide, and then the red kind of touches also. So they definitely bridged the gap between all three shoes, and it made it feel like a pack. This was for Kithmas also. What was I doing? I was looking at the other shoe. We got crisscrossed. But overall, I think this red is probably the easiest one to wear out of all of them if you like a more basic sneaker. Outside of that, we have the white lace option and the black lace option. I kind of like the black in here too. Of course, it's going to be white lace gang once again for the shoe. The red didn't look bad either. I will say that. In contrast to the black, I think the red was probably the other possible winner for this sneaker, but I like the contrast with the white, and I don't like the contrast enough with the black, and I left out, well, I kind of gave you a heads up on the tongue. The upper portion of the tongue, you got lower portions mesh, but the upper portion is the pebbled, I would say nubuck, same as the pebbled nubuck from the last end like I just showed you, and then we'll get into the last one. Super fire. So I bought this hat from eCap City probably like a week ago. Ooh, black guts, but it is what it is. It has the coloring of the shoe, knowing that these were coming in. So I've been like patiently waiting for this shoe to come in just so I could run this fit. I don't know if I'm going to do it anytime soon, but I did buy this just for these sneakers. Anyway, fire, probably my favorite one. My least favorite attribute about this entire shoe, and it's probably because I'm a little picky, is this red lace grommet at the top here. I'm a little confused. I think it actually throws the sneaker off just enough for me to be pissed off, but not enough for me to be like, I don't like the shoe. But texturally, I think this shoe has the most textures on it. It has the most diversity to it. Obviously, just looking at it, it has more color variations than both of the other shoes put together. Well, not put together, but it's a stark contrast between the two other shoes. That you have the mint, you have burgundy, you have the red, you have a pink. You already know how we feel about that. You have a white pebbled leather, and then the white mesh again. So I think across the board, this is probably my hands-down favorite one out of the pack. One, you probably can't wear it as much as the other two. I think the mint, you could get a decent amount of wears out of this. I even think the red, you can get a decent amount of wears out of. This is a very specific sneaker, and that's not a bad thing. I just prefer this one over the other ones. Again, you could probably get the brush suede feel the best out of this sneaker in and of itself. As you can see, the color variation when you go left and right. So right off the bat, just the nap on this is fantastic. Again, I told you before, it's a little bit pebbled. There we go. I'll hold you right there so you can see the pebbled white leather on the forefront of the toe box, wrapping around to like the mudguard or would-be mudguard area. You got the same texture on the New Balance end with that mint on the underlay. Has a very good contrast, even though it's white with a light color. It looks very, very good, especially since surrounding areas or predominant surrounding areas are that burgundy and shades of like that pale pink. Super clean. The underlay mesh, I would say white, but it almost feels like a bone kind of. Not as dark or to be confused with the outsole, but it definitely has more of a of a bone feel to it, or like an off-white cream feel to it. As you can see with the inside, there's almost a gray here, and it doesn't even match. Even looking at the white lace against it, you can see that there's a little bit of a contrast between the two colors, which I like as well. Sometimes colors just work well together. These are definitely a set of those colors that work well together. Seeing as how I missed out on the Joe Fresh goods this year also. Was that this year? So much happened this year. I feel like that was this year. Yeah, it was definitely, was it this year? I don't know, whatever. If they were this year, I missed out on those. Then I missed out on the 992 Steel Blue, and then landing on these, this is probably my favorite one of the year outside of the Steel Blues. But overall, colorway is just great. Same thing. You got the mesh on the tongue as well. You have the nubuck pink on the upper, which has a little bit more vibrance to it as opposed to the other two. Well, the red had a little vibrance to it too. I just think the pink pops a little bit more. You got the 3M Kith again, Fieg on the back. No stamping on the footbed for the home team at Kith, but either way. And then they also came with, where the hell are the fucking laces that came with these? Like, I guess it's more of like the blush pink and not the burgundy. Maybe even between the two, maybe a little something between the two, or the ones that came in it. Again, I wouldn't keep these in just because it would either be the mint or the white. I really like the way both look, so either way, it's a win-win. But overall, if you had a chance to cop, let me know which one your favorite was or which one you copped. Questions or comments, hit me in the comment section. I would do an on foot, but it is 11, so there's no way I have enough light outside to do that, and probably won't do it tomorrow. So at some point, you'll probably get a fit pick, but at minimum, I'll definitely post something on my story if I do decide to wear them at some point. But anyway, I'm getting out of here. Questions, comments, like I said before, comment section, thumbs up are always appreciated. Don't forget, it's definitely a necessity. And I'm out of here. Peace.